Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Wrist check, wearing the blue coral sumo today. I love this watch, matches my Led Zeppelin shirt. All right, so this week's Q&A. Teddy Morgan says, if you could purchase any watch with money not being an option, what would you buy? Oh, and there's the catch. You had to wear only this watch for the rest of your years. Well, knowing me, I need to have something that will keep my attention. So it's got to have beautiful finish work, a lot of depth and details. And I love bracelets, so it needs to have a bulletproof bracelet. So that would be the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. And hey, if money's not an option, I'm going yellow gold. Okay, next question. Greg Spurgeon says, hey Bruce, long time admirer of your videos. Curious, is the Marinemaster 300 still sticking in your collection or have you moved on? Well, I've moved on. I sold my SBDX 017. I was upset because Seiko has cheapened the way they make their Marinemasters. If you look at the dials, the metal surrounds, they're much more smaller. I mean, it's ridiculous how much smaller they are compared to their original ones. And their links on the bracelets are not one chunk of stainless steel anymore. They're a couple pieces that are fitted together. And so I think they've really cheapened it out. And so I sold mine, but I would love to pick up an 001, the original Marinemaster that has the solid links, that also has the old dial that I love, and it doesn't have the Dia shield and the Prospex crown and all that stuff. So if anyone has an 001 that you're willing to sell, I'm a buyer. And I'm really looking for one that starts, the serial number starts with 37, because that is my oldest daughter's birth month and year. So if you have one of those, let me know. I'm looking to buy one. Steve Garrett asks, what microbrand is on the verge of hitting it big, or what is your favorite microbrand watch company? Well, my personal favorite is going to be Pelton. Now, I know that's going to trigger some of you guys because the two models that Pelton makes are very similar to JLC, Audemars Piguet, IWC. They take some of those design elements and they make them in a much more affordable price point, but more expensive than your standard microbrand divers. And they're made in the United States. They're made in Michigan, and they're made by one man. And the tolerances are just crazy. The finishing is really good. They're my personal favorite. And finally, Tony Hill says, well done, Bruce. A friend who changed careers to sell the watches he loves. His employer sells Rolex, Tudor, Panerai, Omega, Patek, and Longines. Says they are basing their future strategy on Tudor outselling Omega in the UK within 10 years. I was skeptical, especially in view of Omega's Metis movements. What do you think? I don't think it'll actually take 10 years. I think they could do it in probably 5 years because Tudor, they are just killing it. And I know some watch idiot savants and Rolex fanboys like to bash on Tudor because they're seen as the poor man's Rolex, so to speak. But Tudor is really doing well. And it's surprising because nobody's buying Fast Riders, nobody's buying Styles or Glamours or even North Flags. They're buying Black Bays, they're buying Pelagos, and they're buying them in good numbers. That's why Tudor comes out with so many different iterations. It's because they sell really well. Now, us watch enthusiasts, we get all, and I'm guilty of this, but we get all excited about the tech specs. Like, hey, this is anti-magnetic to 15,000 Gauss. It has this, this, and this. You know, I geek out over Metis movements. I love Omega. But the average person who's buying this entry-level luxury between $3,000 and $5,000, $6,000, they want more status, I think, than they do tech specs. Now, Omega is still a status symbol, but Tudor is really seen as, you know, Rolex's alternative that's more affordable and more attainable. People are not really wanting to spend $9,000 on a sub when they can buy a Black Bay for $3,000 or $4,000. And so a lot of people are buying Tudor because they've kind of filled that market that Rolex used to have before Rolex is kind of moving up in the tiers, so to speak, in their price ranges and their availability. Now, that being said, Tudor could improve by tweaking a few things. People are buying Black Bays, but they would buy a whole lot more Black Bays if Tudor started offering, you know, ceramic bezels and cyclopses with a date or Jubilee bracelets. You know, take some of those things that people love about Rolex and start putting them in the Tudors, but make the Tudors a little bit more bold in their style, in their colors and strap options, And hey, Tudor is going to be outselling Omega pretty quickly. And it would be interesting because Tudor would own the market from 3,000 to 5,000. Rolex would, own the market from 7,000 to 14,000. And if the rumors are true that Patek is really being sold and Rolex is an interested party, potentially that group could own the market from $3,000 to $100,000, which would be really impressive. So those are my answers to you guys' questions this week. If you have anything you want to ask, that you want to talk about, let me know in the comments section, this video or any other video that I come out with this week. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. See you in the next one.